Have you lost a family member or a close friend or just someone you really appreciated in life and you're just you can't get past it. You're so beat up over it. You can't it just breaks your heart. Well, ask yourself this, and you may not know for sure, but did they believe in Jesus? If they did, you have that comfort that they are in heaven. So I don't get why there's a reason to be sad. I get it. We're human. It just feels right to be sad about that. But they're in heaven. And we'll see them soon anyways. So, like, think about it from this perspective. 1,000,000 years from now, how short of time will it have felt that we were away from them? We might not even remember being away from them. Like, it's hard to think that fourth dimensionally or whatever, but yeah, like I just think if everyone had that perspective of it's only temporary. Like, if you have a loved one that's still alive but they moved like across the country and you never see them, it's not really all that different from that, except for if they're in heaven, they're having a way better time. So I just, it's hard to see that as a bad thing. Now, the the thing is, if you have a loved one that died and didn't believe in Jesus, I would love to be one of those people at that person's funeral, just saying whatever sounds nice to comfort you, to be like, they're having a good time in heaven. But if they didn't believe in Jesus, the Bible makes it clear that they did not go there. And I know that's not comforting, but the truth isn't always comforting. And God tells us to speak in truth. I know that hurts to hear, but they made their choice. And there is no one doing that. That hurts. That hurts. I get it. And that fear of being apart from God should drive you. Let that drive you. If you're not sure that you're right with God, if you're not sure you believe in Him, if you're not sure you're saved, you better make sure. Otherwise, you're going to be just like them and you are never leaving hell. I am sorry. I wish that weren't the case. I wish there was a way out of there. I wish people would just see the truth before they die. Not everyone does. People are blinded. People are distracted. People are so focused on their jobs or whatever hobbies they have that they don't give the time to even think about what their eternity is. An eternity is way too long to be wrong about it. If there is anything I want you to think about every single morning you wake up, eternity is way too long to be wrong about it. If you're mad at me for telling you that you are going to hell, you are going to be so much more mad at me when you're there and you have no way out. Don't call it hate speech. I don't know anything more loving than telling a cancer patient that they have the cure and they're gonna give it to them for free. They don't have to do anything, just believe in that. People are mocking them and laughing and cussing God all the way into hell. And it's tragic. Lemmings jumping off of cliffs willingly. You don't have to go there. You are not too far gone. You have not failed God yet. As long as there is breath in your lungs, as long as you are still here, as long as you believe, that's what God says, right? Look it up for yourselves. Seek the truth for yourselves. So many people gamble their entire reality just because they don't take a day out of their life to actually look into what's true and what's not. You can know the truth. God promises us that. If you seek Him, you will know Him. Any other religion, any other belief that isn't on God, that isn't Jesus, it's all just going off of feelings and what you feel in that moment, in that day. And it all is a mess. You're going in circles. You're getting nowhere fast. If God didn't give you the free will to make that choice, you would be so mad at Him, saying, I wish I could do what I wanted. I wish I could make my own choices. And He did that. He gave you that free will to make that choice, whether you wanted to live for Him or not. He's not going to force you into heaven. He's not going to force you to be with Him. We all know. God puts that in us. We know. We see the evidence, the existence of life. That's one of the whole points of so much of creation, how beautiful it is. The rainbows, the clouds, the grass, the bushes, the animals, life. The whole point is to see God's amazing beauty. Because no creation can exist without a creator. God gives us the answers. He gets us. Speaking of that He gets us commercial, the question is not, does God get us? The question is supposed to be, do we get God? That just needed to be said, because so many people think there's nothing wrong with that commercial, and they're on the surface level, it sounds nice, but it's deceptive. It's harmful. It's telling people they don't need to change. If you give the gospel and you don't tell people they need to change, well, it's like a false Christ. It's a false message. It's not just worthless, it's harmful. But where was I going? It's not that I want you to not have fun. If sin wasn't evil, if there was no sin, whatever you enjoy doing, I would say do it. Have fun. I love for people to be happy. But it's not up to me. It's up to God. And if He says it's wrong, it's wrong. And if it's wrong, it's because it's harmful. It hurts people. It hurts lives. When you don't do marriage God's way, it messes so many things up. It tears so many families apart. The divorce rate has never been this high, has it? I mean, it's just getting so bad. I mean, no one's even getting married anymore. No one wants to do it God's way, and everyone is suffering, depressed, miserable, and killing themselves. All while laughing and putting ha-ha emojis and mocking God, and they don't even care. And it's just, why? God is giving you every opportunity to accept Him, and you know in your heart that God is real because He put all of the answers, all of the evidence right in front of our eyes. There is no escaping that. There is no denying that. And man keeps trying to build these dystopian cities around us to hide God's creation. We see less and less of God's creation when we're surrounded by all this. All right, I ran out of time. God bless. Amen.